Over the last few months, we've seen Roblox become increasingly hostile towards classic faces, characters, and 2D clothing. The 3 topics I will go over in this video are the removal of classic faces, the artificial limitations of R6, and the upcoming pricing for 2D clothing. We will briefly go over the first 2 topics as they have been covered to death by more popular creators than I. As we all know, classic faces were removed in favor of dynamic faces a couple of months ago. This update served zero purpose as the dynamic faces have been hated by the community at large, and have even spawned copycats of original faces in the marketplace. For example, if you search the name of a classic Roblox face, it will most likely have a 1-to-1 UGC face replica, but they might have a different name. These faces also came with a new price floor of 75 Robux each. Previously, the price floor for faces didn't even exist. During the rollout of UGC heads, they could even be sold for free. Roblox has attempted to move R6 out of most parts of Roblox, as games which use R15 have a higher profit incentive and better recognition in the algorithm. They have stated that this is because they want to promote higher definition and more expressive avatars. Very recently, they released UGC animations. Several people have used this in order to create artificial R6 inside of R15. I have seen many of these converters be uploaded without issue, but apparently Lucas the Pickle's animation was denied for seemingly no reason. And I am afraid that this might happen to more people as the update gets older. Now we get to the main topic of the video, 2D clothing. 2D clothing has been a core identity of Roblox well before I started playing in 2018. The new pricing will raise the upload fee of classic clothing to 200 Robux, and an additional fee of 600 is needed just to publish it to the marketplace, but only if you have Roblox Plus. This means that in order to upload a single shirt to the platform, you must pay $15. Technically, you'll need to pay $10, but the lowest Plus subscription is $5. On top of all that extra money being put into a single shirt, you also earn less Robux per sale. Roblox plans on taking a 70% cut of all revenue, which would make shirts that cost 5 Robux earn only 2 Robux. This is actually not a terrible change for that price, as originally 5 Robux shirts could only earn 3, so it's a difference of about 1 Robux. However, considering that several creators bump their clothing prices up to 7 in order to make 5 Robux, those will also become useless as 30% of 7 is 2.1, or just 2 Robux. In order to earn 5 Robux from a shirt, you would need to price them at 17 Robux, and in order to make back your publishing fee, you would need to sell 160 copies at 5 Robux each. If you continued selling at 5 Robux, you would need to sell 400 copies in order to break even. Now, most massive groups with years of funding will only be mildly affected by this change. However, smaller niche clothing groups will completely cease to exist, especially those which are not made by established creators or established people in the community. For example, people who are just starting out, or people who have a very unique style, people such as Sour4D and Vigilante and Virtue. Speaking of ceasing to exist, Mr. Mudman's entire catalog is gone. If you do not know who Mr. Mudman was, he was an active member of the Roblox community since 2011, and created dozens of popular suits in the mid-2010s. According to his sister, his account was banned a month or 2 ago due to his copyright infringement on something that was 13 years old. Due to his ban, all of his clothing went off sale, and many of them were not popular enough to be resold by random people over the years. Side note, do not buy from resellers if you know that they are not the original creator, leading them to be completely lost. As you can see, if you search for his clothing, some will appear for about half a second, and then Roblox pretends that they do not exist. Also, the 2 that appear are ones that I own, which is likely why they appeared and none of the other ones did. If this trend continues into Q4 of 2026, we will probably see even more outrageous updates that serve no purpose other than profit incentives, metaverse implementation, and other various things with streamlining and safety shoved into them. In the description of this video, I've linked several 2D clothing creators that you should buy from before the update goes into effect. For example, Sour4D creates a lot of interesting clothing, and they're kind of niche, so you should buy from them. That's kind of the end of this video, but I need to make it longer so that it's more monetized. So if you could do me a huge favor and just put this on like a really low volume, like 1 volume, and then keep it playing in the background or something like that, that would help me reach my that would boost my video in the algorithm. That would boost my video in the algorithm, and that would be very kind of you. Thank you.